And I'm upset about it. I'm really upset. Like, I am. Hi guys, welcome back. It's me, Drew, and today's video that I have for you sucks. Like, I'm really upset right now. So I got dumped by my nail salon. So real quick, up front, I will not be sharing the name of the place where I used to get my nails done for two reasons. First off, I'm not actually trying to defame a business. I'm just sharing about my personal experience that happened to me. I like sharing my life with you guys, and this is something that really stinks that happened. And also, like, sometimes bad publicity can bring people more business. So I'm not trying to take business away from them, but I'm also not trying to bring them extra business. You know what I mean? So don't even ask. I'm not gonna go there. If you know where I get my nails done or think you know, I'm not going to confirm or deny any of that. So here's what happened. So my nail salon that I go to, if you know, I live in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and in the past, like, I have had some rubs with them, but nothing to the degree of what happened to me yesterday. And I do want to point out that yesterday was my birthday and all of this happened, so it was just like not a good situation. And so I'm gonna tell you guys what happened, and I guess you can kind of form your own opinion on this subject whatsoever. So first of all, like, if you know me, you know that like my nails, like, are kind of a big deal to me, and I take getting my nails done very seriously. And I will not even pretend for a second that I am not a little bit extra or high maintenance when it comes to my nails. I will be the first one to stand up and tell you that I'm very specific about how I do it. I will spend, like, if I'm getting a new set put on, I will spend countless time picking out the exact shape I want. I will search for the right color that I want. Like, this is like my nails are important to me. It's a big deal to me. Some of it's because I'm a beauty blogger. Also, some of it's just because, like, they're my nails and I just want them to look a certain way. Okay, so I will say that up front, when I go to pick nail polish colors, I usually have like 6 polishes. Like, I'm super duper extra when it comes to getting my nails done. I will say that up front. Like, so I'm not even like gonna deny the fact that I'm high maintenance when it comes to getting my nails done. But this situation that happened to me, I feel like I was kind of done bogus here, and here's what happened. So I usually get my nails done on Thursdays, and basically something happened with work and they were like, hey, can you switch your nail appointment this week? And I was like, sure. I was like, you know what, I'll switch it to my birthday on Tuesday, and that'll be fine. And that way, like, it's a nice little extra treat on my birthday to make it extra special. So yesterday I got my hair done, and then I went to get my nails done, was super excited, was happy about my hair and everything, which I feel like looks amazing and I love it. And so I get to the nail salon, and the person working at the counter, they're like, oh, we were trying to call you, but it's going to voicemail. Your nail person is running behind. And I was like, oh, how far behind? And they were like, well, probably about 15 minutes. And I'm like, really? 15 minutes behind? And I'm like, well, can someone else start me? I'm like, it's my birthday. I've got stuff to do. I'm like, my mom actually is picking up my daughter from preschool for me, and she's not supposed to be watching her today, but she's doing it as a favor just because, you know, my nail appointment shouldn't have been too long, etc., etc. And they're like, yeah, the person before you came late, it's not really their fault. And I'm like, okay, but it's not my fault either. And one thing I want to point out about that, now I don't know the time that the person before me arrived, but in the past, anytime that I've been running late, and let's say I've called them like, hey, I'm running late, they've made it very clear that if I'm going to be more than like 5-8 minutes late, usually like they'll be like, we have to give your appointment away. So I don't know how this person got to show up so late and keep their appointment, but then it affected my schedule. So that was the first thing. Then they were like, okay, go back in, you know, go start soaking for your pedicure. I go back to the room, I go to get in the pedicure chair, and they had like set it up for me, and they were like, so when your nail tech gets over here, you can be all set. Well, I get in the pedicure chair, and the water's like scalding hot, and usually there'll like be someone there to be like, hey, is water okay? Well, they already were gone, so I basically was like left to just sit there and whatever. So this is where things really went downhill. Like, so this was already like it was already kind of a negative experience. I also want to point out that my nail appointment, like I checked the time, it ended up starting 21 minutes late. 21. So like they were like, it's going to be about 10 to 15 minutes late. 21 minutes. I had to wait an additional 21 minutes for my appointment to start, and then all these other things were happening. So this was like I guess the straw that broke the camel's back. So I'm sitting down and they're doing like the fill on my hands, okay? And we're doing my nails, and I look at my nail tech and I was like, hey, can you please make the edges sharper on my nails? So basically, if you saw my nails before, they were a bit longer, and I told him, I was like, I don't want them cut down, I just want the edges sharper. So basically I felt like as they were growing out, the edges on my nails had rounded, and I wanted them just like sharper. I didn't want anything different. I wanted the same shape. I just wanted the edges sharper. My nail tech misunderstood me, and they started turning my nails, like they completely changed the shape of my nails entirely, and were making them like the Mountain Peak / stiletto nails. And I looked at them and I'm like, what just happened? Like, first of all, like the reason I changed nail shape, I've had like stiletto and peak nails before, but since I started working, it's really difficult for me to type on a keyboard. So I had to change my nail shape so I could type better. Okay. So my nail shape was completely like destroyed, and I was like, I didn't want that. And I'm like, what just happened? And my nail tech's like, oh, well, you should have been more specific. And I'm like, I just said I wanted the edges sharper. I didn't say I wanted you to change the nail shape. I just said I wanted the edges sharper. And they're like, look, do you just want me to like soak them off and put on a new set? And I'm like, I don't have time for that. I'm like, that would be like an extra like hour and 15 minutes. And I'm already started 21 minutes late. I'm already way behind schedule today, and it's my birthday, and I'm trying to actually enjoy my day, like not whatever. And unfortunately, getting my nails done, which is usually super enjoyable for me, was really unenjoyable this time. So basically I was like, well, I actually can't have this shape, so I guess can you just cut them down to make them back to the shape they were? So basically my nails had to get severely cut down. So now I have these tiny little nubby fingernails. Now, and I was really kind of like bothered by that, because like I was really excited with the length my nails were at. And I was like, oh, my nail length is perfect now. I really want this length. I just want the edges sharpened. That's it. And then not only did like my nail tech never even apologize. They were just like, well, you should have been more specific. So it was my fault. And I'm like, well, I thought I was clear. I just said I wanted the edges tighter. And so basically like I just left it at that. I didn't even say anything. And so my nails were super duper short. And like, so here's the thing, first off, let me say something. So my nails, these nails, like they're fine. Like these are okay nails, but this is not what I wanted, okay? This is not what I asked for. This is not what I wanted. This was not what I had envisioned with getting my nails done. So let me just say that first, okay? So it's not that these nails are like ugly, but to me, that's not what I want. I don't want these short little nails. Like I wanted my long, glorious nails, okay? I did, I'm sorry. And if I'm paying money for a service, my expectation is to receive what I'm like, goods, like, you know what I'm saying? Like good, like a good return on my financial investment. And so I go up to pay, and like the owner of the establishment is there, and they're like, what's up? Like they weren't even like, oh my gosh, what happened? Like they're like, what happened? Like kind of like rolling their eyes. And I'm like, well, I explained to them, you know, my appointments are 21 minutes late. The scalding hot water, the fact that my nails like are completely not at all what I wanted, and they're like super little nubby nails. And they were like, well, you're really hard to please. And I was like, okay, and what's your point? And they're like, you know, we try really hard to please you, but you know, you're, you know, basically like I'm difficult. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, but this situation is not actually my fault though. I'm like, they messed up my nails. And they're like, you know what, we won't charge you for your fill and this and that. And basically just like, they're like, look, you know, you're a difficult person. They basically were like saying I'm difficult. And I'm like, well, but I'm like, I understand that I have like a high standard for what I want, but at the same time, like, you did make a mistake. And I was like, I said, here's the thing. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with me saying that I'm upset. And they basically were like, well, and I'm like, no, I'm like, here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with me telling you I'm upset, because here's the thing. While I will vocalize that I'm upset, I also will vocalize about how happy I am. And I'm like, I post about you. I post about you guys on my Instagram. I've already removed their name from my post, so don't be trying to look. But I posted nail photos for them and, you know, raved about their services, recommended friends to my nail, like literally like driven business in their direction. So it's like, while I can be a person who, like, if I'm unhappy, I will let you know, I will also on the other side of that rave and tell you how much I absolutely love and adore your business. So my problem here is this. So then today I get a phone call left on my voicemail, and I call them back and I was like, hey, you left me a voicemail about my appointments. And they're like, yes. They're like, so, you know, we realize that you have a really high standard, and clearly we can't meet the standard of which you want for your service. So we're just gonna cancel all your future appointments with us and just move on. Sorry that we can't make you happy. So they broke up with me, and I'm upset about it. I'm really upset. Like, I am, because here's the thing, like, I didn't cancel my future appointments. Like, I was still gonna go there, because here's the thing, I'm a person where I'm like, while I'm upset today and this upset me, things happen, people make mistakes, I'm allowed to be upset. I'm allowed to feel the emotion of being upset about your service, but at the same time, I don't think that means that I wasn't gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna go there anymore, because in the past, they have slayed my existence. In the past, I have been extremely happy with the service I've received. This time though, they did screw up, they did make mistakes. And I'm sorry that I didn't just sit there and like, let it go and worship them. Like, I made it known, but when I am happy, I let them know I'm happy. But I should also be able to let you know when you did not provide a service that I requested. And it was also my birthday. So I have to find a new nail place, apparently. I'm really sad about it. I really liked my nail tech. You know, I thought whatever, and I feel like they're really talented and did great work, but this time we did have a bad situation. People make mistakes, absolutely, and I'm not upset they made a mistake. I am upset about what happened with my nails. I'm allowed to be upset about it. I think what bothers me is that, like, they, rather than just be like, hey, we made a mistake, let's make this better, they're rather just saying that they're not gonna help me anymore because, like, I'm high maintenance. Okay. I'm sorry that you don't like that I have a high standard for what I want. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say here, but at the same time, I don't think I should apologize when you made a mistake. Like, that's just the thing. Like, and when I make mistakes, I'm a person where I'm like, hey, I made a mistake. I screwed up. I need to own that. But no offense, like, they're not really owning this. They're just doing the, like, blanket, like, hey, well, sorry that you're not happy. Bye. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, but I have a lot of big things I have to deal with. And I was like, also, I'm like, I'm a beauty blogger. Like, for me, my nails are really important to me. Like, not that they're not important to other people. I'm like, but they're important to me for a few reasons. Like, I like to show them off in photos. Like, I make videos. Like, my nails are part of the thing that helps me build personal confidence. So to not have my nails look the way I want and feel the way I want, and no offense, especially when I'm paying for this, and I pay a lot of money every 2 weeks there to get my nails done, I feel like it's kind of not okay. So that's kind of what happened. Like I said, I'm not going to say the name of the place that I was at because I don't think that that's important. Again, I'm really not trying to take business away from this place. They do a phenomenal job when they do a phenomenal job. They made a mistake this time. And rather than just be like, hey, we made a mistake, they'd rather just tell me that they can't help me anymore because I'm too extra for them and their services. Okay. So I'm looking for a new nail salon. So if you actually are in the southeastern Wisconsin area and you want to recommend a place to me to try for my nails, hopefully it's not the place I went to. That would be so awful if everyone's like, hey, you should go to this place. And I'm like, kind of can't. They kind of broke up with me. So anyway, so I got broken up with my nail salon the day after my birthday. And I'm sad about it because I really loved my nail tech, and it honestly like kind of breaks my heart this happened. And I also feel like it just kind of bothers me that like a business would just be like, rather than like, hey, let's fix this and make you happy, and not that they have to make me happy, but like, let's find a solution because you have been a longtime customer of ours and like come in religiously every 2 weeks for like a year or more to get your nails done here, and you spend a lot of money here. Like, let's figure out a way to make a solution here. Instead, they were just like, we can't please you, goodbye. And so, I don't know, that kind of makes me sad, and I feel like that's not okay. So I'm just sharing this experience with you guys because I like sharing my life with you, and that's what happened to me. So I don't really know how to end this video, but that's kind of my long rant on my whole nail situation. So I'm looking for a new nail place. If you know any bomb nail people that I guess can handle me and my extra behavior, let me know. I don't know. So that's all I have for you guys today. But if you want to see more photos of me, you can check me out on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at Justlikedrew, spelled the same way, and it's down below. If you want to be a part of the Just Like Drew crew and you're not already, make sure you click that red subscribe button down below and join our ever family, because we are literally the best crew around, because anybody and everybody can be our crew. I love you guys so stinking much. And if you like this video and you want to see more from me, you know what to do. Just like Drew, have an amazing day, have an amazing week, have an amazing life. And I guess I'm high maintenance, and that's okay. All right, I'll talk to you guys so stinking soon. Love you. Bye. 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 Guy, anti-pollution mask. Oh, it's a face mask. They sent me a face mask. Ooh, and this like feels like really luxurious. Like it feels like really nice. And also, look at the design.